Konbanwa minasan, how's everyone doing today? Today I want to kind of talk about, well, a webtoon that you already know that I've been talking about for months and months since this channel has began. I'm going to talk about the current chapter of Tower of God, which I believe is chapter 307. I honestly really don't forget. It'll be in the description when I make this video. So a lot of things has happened in this chapter, and honestly for me it's exactly where I wanted. It's been action-packed and a lot of stuff has been happening while kind of putting us back at the same time. The first thing that I really just want to talk about, and it's going to be majority of this video. You know what? Let's go forwards. Let's go backwards before we go forwards. First thing I want to talk about is Bam's victory against Jihad. Jihad accepts him as a formidable opponent and basically forfeits, so Bam is allowed to win. And his only request to that of Jihad is that he takes the this power that he's going to give him, this ring or this key, which is the purpose of coming on this mission anyway, since Augusto wanted him to achieve this key. And he wants to basically fight the actual Jihad, the real super powerful Jihad that's in the tower. I kind of really like this for many reasons. One big reason is that it shows how strong Bam truly is. He's so strong to where even high rankers and high legend gods of this tower are acknowledging his power. Even though he is a data of Jihad and he's nowhere near as powerful as the him that's in the tower, this data was not only had to go full force to fight Bam, but at the same time he acknowledges his abilities and tells him that he wants him to take these abilities and fight the actual Jihad. So it was actually really good for me. Like, I kind of like how Tower of God sometimes ends on these like anticlimactical notes in their fights, because it's more of a symbolism rather than just a bloody war. Like, I would have loved to see Bam defeat Jihad like he did with Halcyon, which is one of my favorite fights of all time. But I kind of do enjoy him in this anticlimactical victory. So the second part of the Tower of God was essentially Kun. We still don't know what happened to Kun. Kun probably gonna die in this data world. Jihad tells Bam that that while they're thinking that they're trying to defeat him in this mirror world, it's actually part of the original Jihad's plan for them to do so, because it's going to create a self-destruct sequence in which it blows everything up. Meanwhile, Kun is just sitting there about to die, and the organization of Fug, who's in this mirror world, and I actually really don't know how they got there. I may have to reread that chapter actually. And he got there, and basically they betrayed the good guys essentially, and they're doing their own thing. But now here's the main point of this video, because it irks me so much like you wouldn't believe. At the same time, this is what I love about Tower of God, but it's this. At the end of the chapter, Rachel decides that she wants to leave the mirror world in a new body. A body that's not like her ugly, powerless self, or a body that actually does have power and is actually quite beautiful. I understand that. That's all good. But here's the issue that I have with this. And it's this. Rachel is that character that continuously survives, and I have no idea how she's lived this long in the Tower of God. Tower of God has been going on for years, and this character, this horrible, wretched character, is still in this goddamn webtoon for reasons I don't know why. Bam really needs to get over her, and he needs to actually kill her before she becomes a force that doesn't want to be reckoned with. The biggest issue that I have with Rachel personally is that I think her character is great. I do agree with people. Her character is great in the terms of a character that we can all hate, because it's such a diabolically and hated and such a mischievous character that it's actually worth examining. But my issue is that Rachel absolutely has no abilities, she has no power, she does absolutely nothing. She has only done is leech off of other people, and then this whole webtoon just rewards her for crappy behavior. It's like that leech that's on you that's just rewarded for getting bigger because it's just sucking your blood. That's exactly what Rachel is. She's a legit leech, and the fact that she keeps getting power and power and power. I personally just am a little irritated by it. Like in the beginning of this whole Hell Train arc with Augusto, one of the high rankers, she gets an invisible power that only she can see and she can use that protects her. And I just don't understand why. I do feel like it is part of a greater scheme of things in the Tower of God because there's more to Rachel and Bam. And Rachel knows something very important about Bam that no one else knows. I understand that. But the fact that she gets all of this power is absolutely laughable. Rachel getting power, again, is a big issue for me because she doesn't deserve it. There are many villains, especially in Tower of God or in my favorite anime and my favorite manga, etc., 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 that are very good villains and they deserve the power that they get, or they deserve the power that they deserve. But Rachel has proven to me no reason why she deserves any of the power that she does. I really hate Rachel for the fact that she betrayed Bam not only once, but 2 other times, and he still follows her like a helpless little puppy. Though the Hell Trainer has shown us that he is growing out of being this, seeing Rachel as this angel, and he's becoming his own person that will break free from that. And yes, the webtoon is kind of showing where, like, you know, Rachel doesn't have that much effect on Bam, but the sheer fact that she did manipulate Bam, and you know, he all he wanted to do was to love her and to have her climb up the tower with her, and then she just betrays her because of her own selfish insecurities. I personally don't agree with it. As a male, personally, you have no idea how it feels when you give your all to someone and someone just completely crushes that with no intentions whatsoever. And that's exactly what Rachel did, and that's why I personally don't like Rachel. But then on top of that, it would be okay if she was like, what, somewhat cute and somewhat powerful, but she's not even cute or even powerful. She's just there, taking up time and taking up the author's like drawing capacity just for what? For this worthless character. But we're going to see more of what Rachel has to offer in upcoming chapters of Tower of God. This arc is pretty much concluding. We got at least, I would say, 5 or 6 more chapters until it ends. Bam has gotten the key from Jihad, and the actual Jihad actually showed up, which was pretty interesting to me. Basically, the mirror world is about to be destroyed, and they're going to go back to the top floor of the Hell Train arc. So a lot of good things to report on this. Overall, this episode was absolutely amazing. Tower of God always gives us you know, really amazing chapters, and I'm only looking for better things to come. That's pretty much it about my review. If you like Tower of God, always leave a comment down in the description below. Also leave a like and a subscribe, all that good stuff. With that being said, thank you very much, and I'll see you hopefully in the next video. Stop.